Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we'll discuss about Smart Narrative, which is one of the Power BI AI visuals, and I will show you how to use Smart Narrative to explain your reports and insights using natural language. So this AI generated feature highlights key points, making data interpretation easier and more insightful. Let's get started with some examples. So see here, I have created some visuals like total sales, previous year sales by year, total profit by market, total sales by country, and top three markets by total sales. Now we'll see how to add a smart narrative to your visual. So there are two options. You can just go to this visualization section, and here you will see this option narrative. Either you can add this way, and the other option is next to home. You will see this insert ribbon, and here you will see the 4 AI visuals. You can add the narrative from here as well. Let's click here, and you can see now it has generated the insights collectively for all the visuals. This smart narrative has generated summarization based on the visualization or your underlying data. You can see like the top sales, the percentage of increase, previous year sales, percentage of increase, which country had the highest total sales across all the countries, the range of total sales, etc. Like various insightful information you are getting from this narrative. But what makes it even more effective is a smart narrative is dynamic and it changes the data as you cross filter or cross highlight your report. So for example, if I select Asia Pacific, so you will see the smart narrative is also changing the data as per my selection. Again, if I select Euro from this visual, you will again see that the smart narrative is also changing the data dynamically based on my selection. And likewise, whichever way you want to slice and dice your data, right, smart narrative will provide the analysis according. If you want to get some additional insights written in a simple text, you can always use a smart narrative. There is one more thing which I wanted to show now. For example, if you want to create a smart narrative which is specific to a particular visualization, you can also add smart narrative as a tooltip. So let me just show you for this particular bar chart. If I want to add smart narrative as a tooltip, how to do that. So just select this, and then you go to format visual option, and then you go to general and expand this header icons option, and again expand this icons option. Here you will see at the bottom this option smart narrative. So just turn it on, and the moment you activate this smart narrative, right, you will see this icon that is for smart narrative. This icon has been added to this particular visualization, and let me click this. So when I click this, I will get the insights which is specific to this particular visualization. Now there is some limitation. If you add smart narrative as a tooltip to a visual, it will not change the data dynamically. If I select, for example, Euro from this particular visual, this smart narrative which has been added as a tooltip to this visual, it doesn't change. So this is a limitation where if you add a smart narrative as a tooltip to a particular visual, it will not change the data dynamically. See here, it is showing 90.31% increase for total sales, and for previous year sales 50.73. And again, if I select some other data, for example, if I select USA, and again if I go to smart narrative, and still you will see that it is not changing. It is still showing the data which is specific to this particular visual. Let's move on to our next example. And there is another way you can add smart narrative for a visual. For example, if you just right click and click on summarize, the smart narrative has been added. And when you click on this smart narrative, right, you will see a couple of options, to do some formatting. You can increase the font size, you can change the color of this font, you can even add custom metrics to create some dynamic data. For example, I want to show the country with the highest total sales. How I can do that? Even you can add some text here. So let me add like top country with highest sales. And to add this dynamic value, right, what you have to do is here you will see one option value. So just click this option and here you can ask the question in natural language. For example, I want country with highest total sales. And that's it. Let me just save it and show. For validation purpose, I have also created this data separately, and as you can see here it is also showing United States. So let me just increase the font size of this and just let me make it bold, and probably I will add some different color. Now let me just select Europe, and I want to see when I select Europe what is the top country with highest sales, and this is France. It is very much working, right? See here, the moment I'm changing the market, it is also changing the data dynamically. This is how you can create your own value to show the data dynamically. Let me give one more example. I want to see the top selling product. Top selling product name by total sales. Again, let me add the value here. Top selling product name by total sales, and save. So see here the top selling product by total sales. So I have already created the data, so you can see the data is matching. So if I change this to Europe, see the data is also matching. If I change it to USA, again it is changing dynamically. Let me add one more example. We are only showing everything by sales, right? What if I want to see total profit? So total profit, and again I will add the value, and I'll just simply type total profit. That's it. And here I can do some formatting. If I want, I can add this dollar, and let's save this. Again, let's see if I change this to Europe, you can see the number is changing and it is very much matching. If I change to USA, again it is changing, it is matching. If you want to make any further change, what you have to do is you just click on this value and you will see it has come up, and if you want to make any further change in formatting or anything, you can change over here. Well, this is pretty much about a smart narrative, and it is a very useful AI visual which you can definitely leverage to provide a lot more insights for your visuals. That's all for today's video. Thanks a lot for watching. Do subscribe to my channel. Bye bye.